Yes, mixing tricks for the bass. We all like a nicely recorded bass, a nicely played bass, but also there are so many things that can be done in order to improve the sound of a bass. Today's episode is all about that. Welcome back to the Thomann studio and recording channel. My name is Claudio. I am a music producer. I have these beautiful studios here in central London called Dr. Mix, and on this channel I explain mixing, I explain production, I demonstrate gear. If you're into that, I really recommend that you subscribe to this channel by hitting that subscribe button and also that bell notification so that you don't miss out. Got lots of bass tricks for you. Let's dive straight into it. Cool. So I have a little track that I have recorded today, and it's very simple. I've just recorded some drums and I have recorded a little bass line, and I am going to just show you what that is. Yeah. Alright, so that's the bass line I've recorded. I am going to demonstrate the first technique, which is parallel compression for bass. As you know, parallel compression is one of our best friends here. So when it comes to bass, it works slightly differently, and I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to use again a CLA 76 because it's just a great compressor for bass and for vocals and for a lot of things. So I'm gonna go equals bass. All right, bang. So now I have that. I am going to solo in L mode so that we don't mute the original tracks that are giving us the signal. So let's play it. Right. Let's make it faster release. Okay, we like that. So basically what we're doing is we're squashing the life out of this bass, but that's exactly what we need to do right now. So let's make sure it's a bit quieter than that, because we are going to do something really drastic to it. You ready? We're going to take the Twig Child, which is an emulation of the Pultec equalizer, all right? And I'm going to now use it to its full range. You ready? All right? Yeah, it's distorting. Let me pull it back. All right. So without it, with it. Right, maybe you may want to use headphones on this occasion to really appreciate the low end. And so, as you can tell on the mixer, I just have a very compressed version of the bass with a lot of low end added to it. So I'm not gonna use it totally, I'm not gonna use it completely, I'm just gonna use a little bit of it. And maybe I might want to loop this. Yep. Yep. All right, check what happens when I pull this up, okay? Without it. With it. Let's make it even more dramatic here. Without it. With it. It sounds as big as a house, doesn't it? Right, so that's trick number one. I am going to create now another parallel track. Creating a new track, this time pitch shifter. Pitch, ooh, there is a nice octaver there. Let me use ultra pitch shift mono. Usually this sounds pretty good. Bass A-O-C-T for octave. All right, let's see. Let's just solo that one. All right, so we have literally pitched the bass down. So now we have an octave below. You needed some low end. There's your low end. To be fair, this sound is a bit thin, so maybe we may want to equalize a little bit of low end into it. That's pretty cool. So what happens is I pull it down, remove the solo, and now right? Which in conjunction with the parallel compression will give you this. Now, again, what you really want to do is you want to create a group for this so that you don't have, once you have identified your balance, then you only have to touch one fader in order to mix it in. So that's what we are going to do right now. Bass, and this is my symbol for a group. Bass, okay. And now I have the total volume of that bass right here. Maybe that sort of clunkiness of the fretboard maybe disturbs me a little bit, so I'm gonna just filter it out by doing this. Yeah, maybe even a bit more of that octaver, right? Now there is one last trick that I'm going to give you, and this is used a lot for EDM, or it's used for those occasions where you feel that the kick and the bass are sort of fighting for the right spot in the mix. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the bass to just be pushed down every time the kick hits. And the way we do it is quite simple. You can do it with a lot of plugins. Let's get our compressor stereo. Right. So here's how you do it. This is your sidechain bang, right? So now that we have it, we go to our kick and we send it to that sidechain, yeah? We also want to send it pre-fader so that it, the amount of kick that we send to the compressor is not affected by the fader. So we go like that. See? Yeah, maybe I can use a little bit more attack and maybe a slower delay. Let's see if that makes any difference. All right, I'm gonna just play you the bass so that you can hear it. You You can hear it better in the first part of it because I'm playing long notes. So yeah, that's right. What's funny about this technique is when you use it for mixing as opposed to for effects, you know, when you have it really blatant and maybe you're using it against a, you know, EDM track so that the bass goes like that. When you use it for just mixing purposes so that the low end doesn't fight the kick, what happens is that you just feel that the kick becomes more in focus because now all of a sudden the low end of the bass is not fighting against it. So this is a very clever technique because you can use it and even, you know, quite drastically, and you're not gonna hear it too much in terms of bass pumping if you do it right, but it will clear out the way for that low end to come from the kick drum and not be messed up by that low end bass, right? So it goes like this. Maybe a bit less, yeah? Check without it. And with it. All right, so I hope you find these techniques useful. I have been using them for some of these techniques for decades, and they always deliver the results, and that's why I'm sharing them with you. If you have any questions about it, I invite you to write those questions below in the comment section. Otherwise, I hope that you are making great music, staying inspired, and I will see you next time. Bye.